Well, unless you've been living under a rock for the past 2 months, you must have heard about Netflix new series, Bridgerton. Ever since its premiere on Netflix on December 25th, Bridgerton has gone on to become Netflix's most popular and most watched new series ever. If Netflix is to be believed, then as many as 82 million households across 82 countries tuned in to watch this Regency-era romance drama. Bridgerton has broken the record previously held by The Queen's Gambit, which is a fascinating tale of a women's chess prodigy who makes it big in the big bad world of chess. So what makes Bridgerton the ultimate fan favorite? Why is it still in the top 5 trending shows 2 months after its release? Here are 5 reasons why. First, a refreshing take on history. Based on a novel by Julia Quinn, Bridgerton is a Regency-era romance set in 19th century Britain. It's a story of 2 aristocratic families, the prim and proper-looking Bridgertons and the tasteless and tactless Featheringtons. The series follows their trials and pursuits to procure attention and land coveted proposals in the highly competitive marriage market of London. While Bridgerton showcases the 19th century Regency life quite accurately, what with all the beautiful art design, the elaborate costumes, the exquisite chandeliers, the opulent gardens and all that jazz, where the show really stands out is the way it chooses to use fiction to rewrite history. Racial and ethnic diversity are written in as if it was normal during that time. So you have white, black and brown characters all with equal importance. Right from the dashing Renée Jean Page to the ever so charming Adjoa Andoh. Heck, even the Queen is black. +1 for correcting history, I say. Number 2. A fairy tale romance. At the center of the series is a love story between Daphne Bridgerton, the eldest daughter of the 8 Bridgerton siblings, and Simon Basset, the Duke of Hastings, a man who has vowed never to marry or have kids. The story has all the elements of a typical fairy tale romance. And who doesn't like a fairy tale romance? As Daphne, who becomes the most eligible bachelorette after the Queen's approval, sees her prospects in the marriage market fading drastically, no thanks to her overprotective brother, meets Simon accidentally.
Pardon me.
This kind of meet and cute only happens in movies. In real life, if you bump into someone like that... Anyway, I digress. Simon and Daphne decide to play pretend couple to help each other out. Simon to get rid of all the attention that he's getting from prospective mothers, and Daphne to be more desirable to other male suitors. And if you have read any romantic novel, you know what happens next. Number 3. Subtle feminism. One of the other things that Bridgerton gets right is the subtle way in which it depicts feminism. There is no question that Regency-era England was a thriving patriarchy with the agency for women restricted to A. Finding a suitable suitor to get married to, and B. Finding a suitable suitor for your daughter to get married to. But the show minds these patriarchal aspects for laughs, like a character fainting on being forced into a dangerously thin corset, or the 2 girls discussing how one can have a child without marriage.
How did she become a child if she's not married?
While it seems that men make all the decisions, the city in fact is run by 2 women, Queen Charlotte and Lady Whistledown, the mystery writer. Though Daphne's character is shown to be happy to follow traditions and the path that has been laid out to her by others, she values her own choices and is not afraid to demand. On one hand, the show puts forth archaic thinking like a woman can't be seen with a man alone in a garden. On the other hand, it tackles important aspects like pregnancy outside of wedlock and the lack of sex education. Which brings us to point number 4, the chemistry between the leads. No review of Bridgerton can be complete without the mention of the insane chemistry between Daphne, played by Phoebe Dever, and Simon, played by Renée Jean Page. Both supremely confident and devastatingly good-looking actors leave no stone unturned in turning on both the cuteness and the raunchiness element. What starts off as a cute, flirty, romantic comedy turns quickly into a racy adult drama. It could be argued that the lovemaking scenes are a bit too explicit from what I was expecting. But hey, who's complaining? Finally, number 5. Lady Whistledown. For me, the most interesting aspect of the show is how it weaves the mystery element of Lady Whistledown into its overall narrative. Lady Whistledown, voiced expertly by Julie Andrews, is the narrator and sometimes the instigator of events that happen in this town. Lady Whistledown runs a gossip newspaper which regularly spills various well-kept secrets and scandals of every family in the town. No one is spared, not even the Queen. Throughout the show, Lady Whistledown's identity is teased but kept well hidden. She's just an observer but plays a critical role in moving the narrative forward, sometimes pulling the curtain and revealing the truth. The whole mystery surrounding the identity gives that extra edginess to the otherwise typical period love story. The reveal in the last episode is undoubtedly one of the highlights of the show. So there you have it. 5 reasons why Bridgerton is the most talked about and watched show in history. Did this list intrigue you to watch the show? And if you've already seen the show, do you agree with this? Did we miss something out? Let us know in the comment section. Till then, keep binging.